This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 180.
53. Mike. Bend it. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Watch the 6.
11. I got this. 21.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Man open, it's Goodwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hey, gun.
Now Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, it's Coleman pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go. 120. 13.
Mike 4.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, gun.
It's our time.
I got you.
Come to me, it's me.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Go ahead.
This is Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Hey,
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go.
Here we go. 180!
Number 53, Mike 53. Me and you all day.
Hey, gun.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53 for Mike. 53.
21. Here we go.
Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. 180!
53, Mike.
I got you.
53 for Mike. 53, check 53.
Go ahead.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
11. Hey, echo.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
65.
53 for Mike.
5.
Let's pick it up.
11.
Let's get off the field. Check.
Hey, gun.
Check. 53's Mike.
11.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Gould now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's 74, 74.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Yes.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He gets it to Brown, complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tyson. That's 57, 57. Great 15, great 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 50. Check 50. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Sunday.
Watch the ship. Check safety. Check safety. Check 24. Check
5-9, 5-9.
Wentz to throw again. And Sanders has got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Say. Kill. Check 26. Check 26.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners.
Right there. Go. Tackle. Sponge.
Sunday.
No.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Sunday.
54's Mike. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 280.
Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation.
Rip 5-2. Come here.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 36. Kill.
Great.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Switch.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. John Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, Sue.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Got a man, it's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shift. Shorty. Switch gears. Check 13. Check. Ram. 4 Tokyo. Switch up.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
82-14.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Waiting.
Check. Watch 54. I'm trying to collect. Watch twist.
from the 39. Wentz. For the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, kill it. Hey, 4-2, kill it.
Mike 54.
Here.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Right there, 54, right there.
21. Here we go. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
21. Here we go.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First down, San Francisco.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I got you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, alert!
53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And
here we go.
First down.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get it done.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Eagles 7, 49ers 3.
Here we go. 180. Hey, gun. 53. Got you. I got you, son. Slam. One, Omaha. Check the backer.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
That's the score. Eagles 14, 49ers 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready?
Hey, D-line.
11. Get hot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. Now Garoppolo lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
No.
No.
Check 37.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Eagles, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.